Hi and welcome to the control panel and heating video. Just for your use, so you've got this handy if you need to go back and check things. So you've hooked up, you've arrived on site, you've hooked up, you've got the van nice and level, you've filled the water tank, electricity's plugged in. This should light up a wee green light here just to show you've got the cable in. So when we come into the van, you turn all the power systems on. You'll see this is the main control for the lights, that should be on. And this is the water pump. So the water pumps will help pump the water to all the sinks and taps throughout the van, including the shower. So generally we just leave this on. And it's also the flush for the toilet, forgot about that. If we come down the panel, this here is the vehicle battery. So again, you push that, this light comes on, it shows you how much power's in that battery. This one, I wouldn't worry because it should always be 100% because you're driving the van. Next one's the leisure battery for the van. Again, push that. You'll come down here and it's full, it's run off a solar panel, so you never really need to worry about these things. Next one down is the water tank. So this is a fresh water tank. So we've got that empty now because there's nothing in the van, there's nobody here, so we've got that quite low and that's that there. This one here is quite important to keep an eye on. That's your wastewater tank, so all the water that comes out the shower, the kitchen and the bathroom will go into this waste tank. So keep an eye on that so it doesn't overflow. That's this one. Outside light switch up here, again just push that, outside light on. So we move on to this control panel, which controls the hot water and the heating system on the van. So again, it's all controlled by this little button here, which slides you and you select it, we're moving it back and forward and push it to select, and then the back button. So we hold that down, it turns on. So you'll see the flashing icon of the van. This is the temperature for the heating inside the van. So what we do is you just move this dial and you'll see the flashing icons change as I'm moving back and forward. So the first one, like I said, is the heating inside the van. That just means it's on above it. So this one here is off, that's the hot water temperature. So if we turn that on, you'll see the icon above it comes up. So this has got a few settings. We can have eco, hot water or boost. So the boosts, if you're needing water quite quickly, chuck it on a boost and it'll heat up really fast. Hot water just means a bit hotter than the last one. Eco just means you're saving a bit of energy. Next one's probably the most important one. It is how the heating system works, what fuel it's using. So at the moment, you'll see the icon above it means it's just running off the fuel. So this is for when you're wild camping. You haven't got access to 240 electricity. So this is now using the fan at 12 volts and the diesel in the tank. So this is if you're wild camping, you're not plugged in, this can heat the van and the hot water. We're just using that. Now there's different settings obviously. So this one's fuel. Mix one is if you're on a campsite, you have access to 240. So this is a mixture of diesel and 240. This mix one is like a eco setting, mix two is using both the heating elements inside the boiler and the diesel. Then we have electric one, which means you're not using the diesel, you're just using electric from the campsite. And there's two elements, so one element, two element. It's like that. You'll see the warning triangle, we aren't hooked up at the moment, so that's why that's doing that. So if I go back to just fuel, that triangle should disappear. It will at one point. This is the fan speed, so it's at high or eco. That's the only two settings on this one. Back to here, you can see if we put the temperature up, just put it to 25. You'll now see the icon at the top's flashing. That means the boiler is heating the temperature in the van. Again, pull that down. If we go below what the temperature is, using the temperature thing, that should stop. So it's not heating anymore. So when the icon above's flashing, that means it's heating that thing. Same with all of them, the hot water and the heating. And then again, you lift it, it'll go back to the time. If you're going out or at night time, you don't want the noise from the fan, just hold that down until it says off.